We are live. Perfect. We are 10 seconds in. Let me just... I will put a tweet out, a proper tweet. Let me just adjust this. It's a low light live stream this evening. I want to be able to... There we go. I have removed the... What's that? That's okay. Just my phone. Right. I'll just pop out the chat so I can see. I don't need to see the actual footage. Amanda, hello. Welcome. Thrice ye welcome ye thrice. It's just going to be sort of the usual chit chat tonight. We're going to have a bit of fun. I'm obviously going to be doing something, another sort of thing. But what is this thing? Oh la la, he's a funny thing. That was, but what is this thing? Oh, you're right on time. Right on time. Yeah. Right on time. Whoa. Gotta get up. It's too early. Let's not start that just yet. We need to get more people on board. There's 2 people in the chat at the moment. I need more people before we get to the real fun stuff, you know? I don't want to... let's just say I don't want to wear myself out too early, if you know what I mean. I know what I must do. I need to put out a proper tweet with the link. Let us put out the link. Hey everybody, I am live over on YouTube. Do come and join me for Fun and Frolics. Fun and frolics. A little bit of ASMR in the voice. Happy little clouds. And let's just paint some happy little clouds. Happy little trees. Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to... Hang on, I haven't finished writing my tweet. Fun and Frolics. Fun and Frolics. I haven't even got a drink, that's the point. I might have to disappear to go and get something, you know, to... What's the word? Excuse me. Just... That's okay, just acknowledging a response. Yeah, I might have to go and get a drink because I'm a bit parched. Like the deserts miss the rain, and I miss you. 9 is 9, ladies and gentlemen. This is your DJ on Darian ASMR. Yeehaw! Bringing you the latest tracks from the 90s. Oh yeah. ASMR, the radio of your dreams. I need to finish this tweet on a Friday night. Yes, you're listening to ASMR Radio, the radio station of your dreams. Let's have that jingle one more time. ASMR, the radio station of your dreams. Yeah, it needs work. It needs work, I admit. Not enough. Just look at... I keep looking at the camera on my laptop, which is behind this camera. I'm going to have to realign this camera, so I'm actually kind of blushed and I'm just going to go and get a drink. Bear with me, ladies and jelly spoons or whatever. I know there's 4 of you watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thrice ye welcome. Welcome ye thrice. I may have had some sugar today. I may be on a sugar high. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. In fact, I'm feeling incredible tonight. I haven't felt this good in so long. You know, it's really... To quote the late, great... what's his name now? Played Lurky, no. No, not Leslie Phillips, he's still alive. Up Pompeii. Frankie Howerd. To quote the late Frankie Howerd, I'm just going to get a little drinky winky, so I won't be long. A little drinky winky. Good evening, Sugo. Hello. No, drinky winky. A little drink. Honestly, British humour doesn't always translate very well. What didn't you walk into? Boom. Sorry. I'm just in an incredibly I'm in an incredibly good mood this evening. Life is... I've had a crap week at work, basically. Pardon my language. I've had a crap week at work. But I feel good tonight. You know, I feel... So, cheers. Yeah. Victor, hello, welcome, a newcomer. Welcome indeed. Welcome. So, are you new to the channel? You're certainly new to the live stream, so welcome indeed. Hope you enjoy what you see. It can be very, very, very random. And I mean incredibly random. Obviously, I've got my ever faithful mods to help me out, and you know, let's see if you can hear this. I want to know if I can hear this. Oh, that is good. That is good. Can you hear that? Hang on. That was me turning my fan off. Nick, hello. If you're wondering what that crackling noise is, it's my fizzy Vimto. I'm just working out if it's... I should be recording that, shouldn't I? I might do a thing of fizzy Vimto tomorrow when I'm recording. I'm going to be doing some writing after this live stream, and then I'm going to be recording. Incidentally, tomorrow night, 9 PM GMT, Lord of War and Heartache Chapter 16 premieres. Exactly. Would work wonders for a fireplace, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to turn down the gain because you can hear everything. So I'm just turning down the gain. And I'm kind of deafening. I can't really hear with these headphones on how loud I am. I'm just putting the fan back on because I'm a bit warm. Tomorrow night, Chapter 16 of the Lord of War and Heartache premieres on my channel. Please, I hope that people can make it. If you're watching this back, I'm getting this in now. It features myself, Sukovision, who is in the chat. Lovely to have you here. Whisperwind ASMR, Sleeping Artist ASMR, Yoloma ASMR, and Tifa2 ASMR. Yeah, there's 5. Suko, Sleeping Artist, Julie, of course, Sage, Whisperwind, Yoloma, Tifa2, and myself. 6 characters. And having seen it all the way through, it's incredible. Everyone has worked so hard upon it. It's steampunk. It is steampunk themed, and I am so thrilled to have their involvement. You know, it is absolutely beautiful. It is such a beautiful project. It's also the first time I've ever actually done a video for my series with green screen and everything. So I really, really hope that as many people can show up tomorrow to watch it, because it's so special to me on so many different levels. Because, you know, I've got friends friends from the community involved, and it's special because it's the first time I've ever brought one of my characters to life on camera. I have never done that before. As you know, I'm normally a voice actor, amateur voice actor, and to be able to do this as a video, it will be the only character I ever put on screen at the moment. I will probably create new characters along the way that I will put on screen once I get the costumes. But because all my other characters already have specific imagery, this is pretty much the only one I can do on camera. But I'll tell you what, shall we have some fun? Let's have some fun. How about a bit of a sing-song, eh? Let's do it. I'm not going to do the same song as last week. If you want to see the actual song, I did do a proper video of Feels Like Christmas from the Muppet Christmas Carol, wearing this head, and beneath the mask I am lip-syncing so that the head actually moves in time to the Ghost of Christmas Present singing. So I can actually see out of this mask. It is pretty easy to see out of. But when you actually lip sync underneath the mask, it does rub your nose or your jaw a bit. It doesn't pay to have a beard wearing one of these. Hang on, a little more gain. There we go. There we go. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I really appreciate that. The reason I say I'm an amateur is because I don't do it professionally. I'm not a professional voice actor. When I'm doing voices like Rafik or Lord Volkov, so tell me, Harker, why I should not have you thrown to the wolves. Which is not a line I've actually ever said, that's just off the top of my head. Or, so, inform me again why I should keep you around. You have become a burden to me. And obviously I then change the pitch. So I think I've got the perfect song that I'd like to yeah, as I say, I refer to myself as an amateur because I am not paid. I'm not a professional. That's the wrong... We might do a couple of songs, actually. There's a couple of songs.
Well, the level...
No, that's Butcher Pete Part 2. I am going to do a Fallout song, but I need to find it first. There we go. So I'm going to get the head on. And the good thing is, only thing is, when I've got the mouth to be able to actually talk to you, I can't see out the eyes. But when I'm seeing out the eyes, I can't talk out the mouth. It's a really, really strange, setup. But at least the headphones still fit underneath, so that I can actually hear the music that you can. So, this is weird. No, not yet, Amanda. We shan't have a giggle on. We shan't have a laugh-a-thon just yet. We want to get this about halfway through, let's say. Maybe in about an hour start, trying to crack me up. I know what you're like. I know you too well. I challenge you. Make me laugh. What's that say? Right, okay. Here we go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is on there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear a voice in the morning now. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, take me home. Country road, 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 take me home. Country road.
Oh yes. Let me just find the mouse. Well, we'll do another one later. How do you top that? How do you top that? I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Well, I hope that all of you in America had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I really do. Obviously, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK. We're much more bigger on Christmas. Ooh, maybe I could do. Mr. Bojangles next. Chicka chicka chick. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn-out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe. He would jump so high, and then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell down in New York. Actually, I'll tell you what, we'll do this one properly because I will turn the music down because I like to actually sing along to this one myself. So let's do this because it is in my key. There is a bit of an introduction, so we do this if I can find it. No, don't want hutsy tutsy. There we go. Chicka 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 chicka. Da 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 da. The version I'm listening to is a live performance by the late great Sammy Davis Jr. I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. In worn-out shoes, silver hair, baggy shirt, and baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe. He would jump so high, so high. He'd lightly touch down. Met him in a cell, New Orleans, oh it was. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the very eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, and tapped his leg a step. He said his name was Bojangles, and he danced the lick. Right across the cell, he grabbed his pants, made a little stance, and bent up high. That's when he'd clicked his heels. Then he let go that laugh. Lord, 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 he let go that laugh. And changed his clothes all around. That was Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. And could dance. With time to work with minstrel shows. Traveling throughout the South. Out of tears of 15 years, how can he travel about? But his dog up and died. The dog got old and died. 20 years he still grieves. He said I'd dance now and every chance in honky tonks for my drinks and tips. Most of the time I spent behind these old county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit. Took a head. Oh, he shook his head. That's good. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, dance, dance. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Dance, dance, dance. Oh, won't you come back and dance? Shall we just have some songs tonight? Shall we just have songs? Because, you know, I think that would be fun if I just sort of regale you with Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Let's see. And then I know there's no lyrics to that one. See what I've got. Oh yes, I've got a really nice song that I really like. Let's do it via YouTube, because I want to find the lyrics. I really would like to find the lyrics to this. Let's do this. This is a lovely song. This is a beautiful song. Whether or not you are familiar with it, but I'm just going to pause it in case, yeah, there's an advert, so I don't want to do the advert. So, I don't know if you'll know this one, but I discovered it, funnily enough, through the Muppet Show, but the version I heard was by Lena Horne. This is the actual version by Jim Croce, so it's much more in my key and it's much more in my speed. So I'm going to keep the volume down so that you can't hear the song, but I can, and I will sing along. So let's do this. Oh, something's gone funny. That's because my luckily you couldn't hear that, so we will try that again. Like a pine tree lining the winding road, I've got a name, I've got a name. Like the singing bird and the croaking toad, I've got a name, I've got a name. And I carry it with me like my daddy did, but I'm living the dream that he kept hid. Boom, boom, boom. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Down, like the north wind whistling down the sky, I've got a song,
I've got a song, like the whippoorwill and the baby's cry. I've got a song, I've got a song, and I carry it with me and I sing it loud. If it gets me nowhere, I'll go there proud. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Guitar break. And I'm gonna go there free, like the fool I am and I'll always be. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. They can change their minds, but they can't change me. I've got a dream, I've got a dream. And I know I could share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. And I may very well do an encore later if you'd like me to. That song is pretty much my anthem, because that song to me is very much like my sort of makes me think about my contents, my channel, because it is how I feel about everything I create. You know, I am moving forward, I am living a dream, you know, I am sharing with people. We are all on a journey, and that is, you know, that is so incredibly special to me, to be part of that, you know. And that's sorry, I'm just you know, it really is something very, very different, and I kind of hope it gets the message across in a way. I will probably do that as a video as well, because I really think that is something to be, you know, considered, and yeah, you know, I kind of hope it makes sense. And I know the chat seems to have, has the chat frozen? I couldn't tell. You know, do continue the chat. You know, do sort of. You're probably still catching up with the rest of the live stream, however, because obviously I know that there's always gonna be a slight delay between me talking and you seeing and hearing it, because obviously that's how I see it through Streamlabs live as it is, but obviously YouTube there is a time delay of sorts, which isn't always the but let's not get bogged down in technical, you know, techno babble and, you know, that sort of thing. Let's just you know, It's a live stream. It's Friday night. We're here for, we're here to have fun. We're here to enjoy ourselves. You don't have to go out 24/7 partying the night away in a hot, uncomfortable, damp atmosphere nightclub, or sit in a pub all night just drowning your liver or your kidneys or whatever. You don't need that to have a good time. You don't need to, be in an atmosphere. You can be in, you can have sort of low lighting. I'm actually in very low lighting this evening. I'll show you my setup. I will show you my setup for this evening. There is my setup behind me. There's my setup behind me, and there's my setup in front of me. Very, very, warm and cosy. That's strip light above there, but the lighting in here is not intense. It looks intense on camera, but I would absolutely love to have a 3D camera. I would, not 3D camera, I beg your pardon, 3D printer. That would be, the amount of props, the amount of props I would be able to create on a 3D printer. Oh, excuse me, I was just, my cable got caught up. OMG, that would be, wow. A 3D printer would be wow. Because I am looking at building a lot of props. I'm hoping to get into cosplay again next year. I've already got my steampunk cosplay, but I want to build more props for it. I really do. In other news, there's a lot happening. In other news, oh dear, we are so tired at the moment. It's been a long week. I had my endoscopy on Monday, and although I was under sedation, it was incredibly intense. It was really, really intense. I am talking to a friend about the possibility of adapting my experience into an ASMR video. So, not me doing it. They will be doing it. So watch this space. I need to send them how I felt and everything from my experience. But if you're familiar with Tingle Storm ASMR, I highly recommend her channel. I really honestly do. If you're not familiar with her content, she is an incredible ASMR artist. Really, really, truly incredible. In fact, I'm going to link her channel so that you can and she's actually made one video relating to an experience I had many years ago, and she did it really, really well, so I'm really happy to share my stories with her. My experiences with her to adapt into her content. There we go, I've shared the link to her channel. Please do go give her a view. She has just over 5,500 subscribers, but I would so love to see her get to 10,000. She really does deserve it. And this is my personal shout out. There are so many channels that absolutely deserve to grow, and it always makes me really happy to see them. I mean, Jodie Marie last week
hit the 100,000 subscribers number, and that was amazing. I'm so proud of her as a content creator and a friend. If you're unfamiliar with her work, I will link her too. Let's get her to 200k. But she's collaborated with me. I've collaborated with her. There are a lot of channels I've collaborated with over the last year or so. I mean, I've been doing this channel since August. No, Telefib, June 2020. Yeah, 2020. And there's a lot of content that I've hidden because I'm trying to sort of better manage my channel. I can make it available through there we go, a link to Jodie Marie as well. As I say, she's now at 102,000 subscribers, and you know, that is really incredible. You know, there are so many channels I can't not speak of that I hold in such high regards. It really is incredible to see these channels reach amazing milestones, and absolutely, granted, I absolutely would love to see my channel grow. I really would. It is sitting at 440 subscribers. It never seems to get any bigger. Every time I actually talk about, I don't know why, but every time I talk about the number of subscribers I have, I always lose a subscriber. So when it was at 439, and I spoke about it being at 439, it dropped to 438, and it's happened before. It's like it's cursed. Every time I try and talk about my channel to try and promote it, and yes, I am about self-promotion. I will not use digital promoters, because what they do is they basically sell you subscribers. That is not illegal, but in my mind that is immoral, because because 9 times out of 10 they're bots, which YouTube removes anyway. So what's the point in purchasing subscribers when I feel that my work and effort and creativity should be what draws the viewers in? Now, I openly admit I am a very niche content creator. The Lord of War and Heartache is not exactly what most people expect of ASMR. However, I have, and I keep saying this, huge faith in this project. The whole thing. I am so thrilled that so many people have embraced it and taken it on. You know, I've worked with incredible content creators. I've worked with Official Reign of Tamarin. I've worked with Black Cat Aura. In chapter 16, I'm working with Sleeping Artist again, Yoloma again, Suko Vision for the first time. You know, I'm working with, and have worked with, so many incredible people on this series, and I really recommend, even if you don't go and view the the sub chapters where I just do the voices, I really implore you, please go to the collaboration videos and support all the ASM artists that are featured within it, because I am so grateful to them for, you know, giving up their time to help me tell a story. That means so much to me. It really does. You know, to have these people on board and having as much faith and belief in what I create is just beautiful. I will say it is beautiful to me, because, you know, people could have just gone, oh, he, you know, he, yeah, they could say anything, to be honest with you. They could absolutely say anything, but it just means, I will just check. Do give me a wave if you're still in the chat, because obviously the chat doesn't seem to be moving, so I don't know if there's a problem with the chat or not. Thank you, Victor. Yes, the thing is, when I get messages on Instagram or Twitter telling me they can help me with my numbers, I block them, because I have no intention of cheating the system, or it would just cheat myself at the end of the day, because it wouldn't be people who are genuinely, it's like they also sell you views. Why would I want to buy views? I want people to experience I don't want to buy artificial views. You know, I want my work to talk for itself. I don't want people to, I don't want to make out that I've got thousands of subscribers or millions of views by simply, it's immoral. Anyone, I'm going to say this, and I know there are ASM artists out there. Exactly, Suko, exactly. I know there are ASM artists out there who are either doing it or have done it, and I am never going to mention names. I don't name and shame, because that's not who I am. However, I will say now that those of them that are doing it are cheating themselves at the end of the day. Ooh, Suko. Ooh, naughty, 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 very naughty. I'm bunged up now. Yeah, it's immoral, you know, because you're basically lying to a degree about how many people are actually viewing. You know, you could have say 10,000 subscribers, but only 500 of them are genuine. I would rather have that 500 genuine subscribers than have 10,000 subscribers who would never even attend my premieres or my live streams. You know, not that I ever do get, you know, huge numbers to my live streams. It just makes it just makes it easier that you know, it is a benefit of being a small channel, I will say that, but I would like to be bigger. I really, the one thing and I know people have mixed opinions and views of this, but I would use the community tab so much because there's so much I want to share. I have a Patreon page, you know, it's £1 a month, and there's already so much behind the scenes stuff on there that hasn't been seen publicly on Twitter or Instagram. And some of it won't be made public. It will be kept exclusively to my and any money that's made through that Patreon page is for investment. It will be invested back into my channel. That's the plan. You know, it will be for buying props, it will be for buying costumes, it will be for if I need to buy a new laptop or anything like that. Any money I raise will be used specifically for this channel. I will not use the money for, or if it is to, you know, go towards my filming room, you know, like redecorating or, you know, soundproof tiles or something like that. That's what anything I you know, raise will go towards. It will not go towards me personally. That is not my long-term goal. You know, and some costumes are quite expensive, especially if you go to somewhere like Angels in London. You know, they actually make costumes, and I would absolutely love to have a proper costume made for me, made to fit. But that is a long way down the line. You know, that is a dream. That is a dream, pipe dream, I would say, because I don't think it'll ever happen. I am not that big a channel, to be honest with you. I mean, I have three Patreons already, and I'm really thrilled they support me. You know, £3 a month doesn't sound like a great deal, but in a way, it's a lot more than it means a lot more to me than, because it means it's 3 people who really appreciate my work enough that they support me, and I'm super grateful for them. You know, the 3 people are World Bry ASMR, Pink and Kitsch ASMR, and Libby ASMR, and I am so grateful for their support. You know, I do have a special. If you join me for the premiere tomorrow at 9 PM GMT, you will see the special thank you card I've made at the beginning of my video. Everyone who joins my Patreon gets thanked. If I had membership for this channel, you know, if I had enough people and became monetized, and the problem is a lot of my videos are quite long, so a lot of people don't really seem to have the attention. But that's the point. The point of my channel, the point of my series, is when I was a teenager, I always wanted to write a story, get it made as you know, film or video or whatever, and get it on the telly. Well, okay, that never happened, but YouTube is the next best thing, and ASMR has given me that opportunity to actually, you know, bring my dream to life, you know, and that is basically, you know, what I always wanted to do as a teenager, and here I am now at 37 years old, and I'm writing, kind of directing. Sorry, it's handed back to your hand gel. And editing something I've always wanted to do. Granted, I'm rambling, but there's a lot I feel I can get off my chest this way. I mean, this ends up sounding like most of my other live streams, I grant you, but the fact of the matter is, it's the whole reason I genuinely promote my work. I am all about. I'm just gonna. There we go. Sorry about that. I am very much going to up the gain. I am very much about self-promotion. I am very much about supporting myself on this channel. And the thing is, if I don't sort of promote it, who will? And I don't expect people to promote it. There's no obligation for them to even support my work. I'm so grateful to those who do and show enthusiasm for it. But the truth of the matter is, there is absolutely no obligation to do so whatsoever. You know, I am so grateful to everyone that clicks that subscribe button. I am so grateful to, you know, everyone who, you know, joins my live streams. I really appreciate you all. You know, it really does make a huge difference to know that people are taking a genuine interest in my thoughts, my, you know, ideas, as crazy as they might be.
And in all honesty, you know, I think I'm getting a bit concerned. It's gone very quiet, and I'm kind of waiting for Amanda to suddenly catch me out. If you're still there, Amanda, I you know, yeah, that was something I wasn't going to make public. That was something I wasn't going to make public. Thank you, Amanda. Yeah, let's not go there. I did say not to make. Oh God. That's why it's unlisted. I might have to. No, we'll keep going with that. That is basically just to prove that I would do. Yeah, thanks, Amanda. Oh, don't worry about it. You're okay. You're okay. Just don't ask everyone else. Don't ask. It was a challenge. It was a dare. However, if you're watching this back and you're interested in Lord of War and Heartache participating, I am looking for such characters for a future project. So if you've seen the comment from Amanda and you actually want to be something like that, drop me a message, because there's a big idea coming up in 2022 that me and at least one other content creator are developing together. So I'm not going to say too much, but we are working on an idea together. You can see all the information on Twitter. It's public on Twitter. I'm bunged up. I'm all bunged up this evening. Lost my train of thought at the moment. You know when you're trying to think of something to say, but you can't think of anything to say. That is the awkward. That is when it gets awkward. I've kind of been thrown off track. Yeah. Oh boy. Roll, Britannia, Britannia, roll the waves. Britain never, never, never shall be slaves. I'll think of something to say. I will think of something to say. You know. Ooh, my mind has gone blank. My mind has gone blank. Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding ding. Do you know, I think I am going to remove that. I know it's been up for a while, but no, I'm in two minds whether or not to. Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me. Yes. You want to hear Rafik, don't you? I know, Miss Pink. I know that Pink and Kitsch ASMR is not present at the moment. But if she was, she would be so very happy to hear my voice. I am quite close to the microphone this time. I normally speak at a slightly more distanced level. Yeah, basically that video was to prove, I will just say, to prove that I wouldn't make anyone do something that I wouldn't do. It was just evidence, really, as part of this idea that me and another ASM artist have developed. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, that's the problem, Victor. Sometimes if you've got something in mind, it works quite well and works quite easily. But this time round, let's see what else I've got. Ooh, I know. I am going to try singing in another language. Let's hope this works. I'm just going to make sure I'm not going to deafen myself. No, that's fine. That's fine. The music, you can't hear the music, of course, but I can. So, my picture's frozen. I'm just gonna redo the. I'm just gonna refresh my screen. I hope I'm still moving for you. Hopefully, I am. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we're looking good. We are looking good. Here we go. I'm gonna close that because I want to pop the chat out again. Do it properly this time. Okay. Let's do another song. Taiyo honga moshihimo naga atara Shiku wa hachimachi hoho ni tsuku Hana wa kare tohi wa sora o sote Hito wa hoho emi nagasu daro. Yeah! Taiyo o wa oho hinochi no hoshida Shiyawase o mamo no honoda Eagle shark panza Ikru shark panza Oretachi no tamashi imo mo eteriru Follow the sun Catch the sun Taiyo sentai Sun volcan Eagle Shark Panther Taiyo honga Ohete iru kaniri
Hakaminatu Mahuti Gata Kakuru Atamino Kinora Susu Itemo. Oh, get this bit wrong. Asa Otame. Yeah! Taiyo Owa Oho Minamomo no Da Kaderi Ke O Hikari wo Mureru Eagle Shark Panza Eagle Shark Panza Oretachi no Kagayani Hutiki Yokse. Follow the sun, catch the sun. Taiyo Sentai Anfalukan. Taiyo Owa Oho Hinochi no Shida. Shiyawase o mamo no honoda. Ikrushak Panza, Ikrushak Panza, Oretachi no Tamashi Momo Eteriru. Follow the sun, catch the sun. Taiyo Sentai Sanvalukan. Yeah, I didn't do too badly, did I? I still need to learn a lot of these songs. That's because I haven't got them on shuffle, that's why. Da 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 da. Makatera yo. Ikitero yoko 5 setani soko ni Dadori suku Dai dai zayan Dai dai koran Kyoto tetsarasu Oh, I really need to know this one. Yeah, no, I need to learn that one. But I know the chorus. Rescue soldier Motohayaku. No, can't do it. Thing is, it's a ringtone I have on my phone. I have a lot of these as oh, let's try this one. I need the lyrics for this. Because this is a lovely song. This is a lovely song, but I need the lyrics to help me. Ah, there we go. Let's get it back to the beginning. Dun dun dun. Haruka Osora e Jiyu ni habataku. Da da da. Kibo wo mitsumeteru. Shonen no hitomi. Eagle, shaku, lion, elephant, tiger, hono, kakse, Sakyo no oja, ju oja, yasei no power de, chiki no nakame. Woa mate miseru, seta tekyoja, ju oja, taiyo yori mo meru. Kokoro wa mitukatse ju oja. That's okay, Peter. Thank you for joining. Victor, sorry, Victor. Thank you for joining. Kimi wa shite tai kobori mukashi no wa ba 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 kibo do butsu no tasuke hikita eagle, shaku, lion, elephant, tiger, yase, kaiho, hyakujo oja, ju oja, negai wo hibikase, hanaru jikuyu wo, kakanu ketiake, kakaku seya, ju oja, tsuyo sato, yasashi sahoshi. Kokorida, onada shakugada. Still a bit rusty, but I love these instrumental pieces. It's a shame I can't actually play them, but you know, it just Hito omuwa samare technology chiga kagayuku jitari de atacha hoshimitar sakyo no oja ju oja yasei no power da de chiki you no nakaba wo mamoteme miseru seta tekyoja ju oja tayo yoro mo meru Kokoro wa mitakaki woja. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at these things. Let's try a different one. I love Japanese culture. I absolutely love Japanese culture. And if you're not familiar with Super Sentai, I highly recommend you go and look it up. I really do recommend you go and investigate Zyuohger, Super Sentai, because it is incredible, absolutely incredible. The current series is Kikai Sentai Zenkaija, and yeah, I really recommend it. Ninja Senja Japan. Ninja. Let's try this one, because this is a really fun one. Oh, that's okay, Amanda. Thank you for joining. I'm so sorry I didn't laugh this week, but if you watch the replay, I'm sure there will be some laughter later. We're still here. It's only 9:30 here in the mini. Hello. But thank you. Yes, I look forward to you joining. I'm just singing Japanese theme songs at the moment, so you know I'm kind of entertaining myself. But that's okay. We'll just have, according to my computer, there's only 2 viewers at the moment, but you know, I am grateful for everyone who joins, and whether they, you know, are able to stay or not. Ooh, I've gained a new subscriber, 441. Thank you for joining, whoever you are.
So I'm going to continue with some music, singing songs because I'm enjoying myself. Let's have a go. Let us have a go. Saike wa wa neo ninja say ninja tenka mutaki neo Japan. Da 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 ba da 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 naotozo kakeru kase o kiri takaku suyoko kusho ni kinocha ni hatai mai kase segi no jurikanu. No, it's too difficult. It is too difficult. I can't do. I haven't learned that one properly yet. Sweet Dream, hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. You've caught me sort of singing Japanese theme songs, so I'm just having some fun tonight. There's been no laughter, I'm afraid. Amanda has had to leave us, and I wish her all the best, and I thank her for joining. But she wasn't able to actually make me laugh this week, which I probably will end up doing anyway. So, let's have yes, there we go. This is one of my favourite theme songs. And of course I can't have the music playing because of copyright, but I can still sing. Buster, ready, go. Subete wa aniki to Hajimatate ta destiny. Da na na na. Bokura wa nigetari shinai. Tomaru kotonaku mirai wo mita. Kokoragari kenu shideru takakawa subatewo kanakanto. Scrabble! 4, 2, 3, 1, let's go! Buster, ready, go! Konezui unbreakable. Asuru Sehai ni Musai no Akatu Nai Target Loku on Imasugu Shutsudo. It's morphin time. Tobikome Buster Kiki no Saizen. Shut down Kanro Tokume Sentai. Go Busters! I'm teaching myself the songs, you see. Kanashimi diri shide Suyu kawuru chikita Bokura wa tichimeku yo Donata sotore no firujite. See, I can't get that right. I'll have to stop that one because I can't do that one. I'm trying to teach myself. Marigold, hello. I'm just going to lower the gain because I've realised it's a little too. There we go. A little too much. That's better. I'm happy with that. Glass of Imto. I don't know if the fizz is still there. No, at the beginning of this video, this actually had fizz to it, but I think the fizz has gone. It is Fizzy Vimto, the good stuff. Yeah, but as I was saying, I'm really fascinated by Japanese culture, and if you're not familiar with Super Sentai or Kamen Rider, I highly recommend you investigate it, even if you don't end up watching it, because it's fascinating. I absolutely adore it. One of my favourites is, in fact, It's this one. Let me skip ahead. No, that's Kuroja. I can't do that one. Go for it! Go, 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 go. Hatashi na sen moka wa kakayete no nandaro. Doki doki keiyu no resha ni note tashikama ni iko wo sahashire ore tachi no express. Don't be late, nori no kure ni kochui gata go to yume wo no se kaza wo kihite susemu dokome demo. You be speaking Achikochi to chita Kimi no wa kimati imagination Tonerunera Asun kodosu to Resha sentai hasha ore tokyuja. I did the TV version because it's the quickest version. Yeah, I really want to go to Japan. Well, if you are, if you're familiar, and this is going back to my childhood, if you're actually familiar with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you're actually familiar with Super Sentai, because Super Sentai is the source material they use for the Power Rangers series, starting with it. Power Rangers started with the 16th series, which actually aired in Japan in 1993, which was Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, which was like Ancient Beast Zyuranger, or like Ancient Squad. Sentai means squadron. Sentai means squadron. So it was something like Ancient Squadron Beast Ranger. And basically there's been quite a few in Japan. It goes right back to 1975. They did try and adapt some series, but it never actually. Yeah, Power Rangers is Super Sentai. Super Sentai is the source material that they used. So it is Japanese in origin. We've never had Kamen Rider over here. Well, we did. It was called Masks Rider, and it only ran for like a series or two. But in Japan, that goes right back to 1971. And that's what I love. I love the fact that there are so many things. But I mean, I also love, obviously, Pokemon and, Japanese theatre and art and culture in general. I really would love to visit Japan. Finally, a topic that, something else that keeps me interested. Sorry, my... oh, that's okay. No, my phone buzzed. I thought it was something important, but it's not. No, I just became fascinated with it many years ago. I kind of discovered Super Sentai back in 2012, or before that, just around that time, and yeah, purely by accident. And I realised that, in the West we've been cheated in a way by missing out on so much that Power Rangers could have been. So hopefully the new owners of Power Rangers, Hasbro, will rectify that and give us some of the missing items and elements. But yeah,
That's how it goes, really. Oh yeah, I did send that. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, I want to visit. I would love to visit Kyoto, pay my respects at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, I would obviously want to go to Tokyo. Visit Mount Fuji. Where else? Where else in Japan would I like to visit? There's a lot. There's a whole. I mean, I might as well get up Google Maps and give you the list, because you know that is where it's at, really, isn't it? That's what I love about these live interactive live streams, because you know I can interact with you and sort of do everything. It's a shame I can't actually show you the maps on. Mind you, if I could, you'd learn my location. So maybe it's for the best that you can't see Google Maps. I have to keep many elements private. Japan, there we are. Yeah, obviously Tokyo, Kyoto, the ancient capital. Trying to see now. Oh yeah, there's North Island. Yeah, the region of Hokkaido. Yes. Just looking at the cities. There's some amazing looking places on here. Yeah, obviously Tokyo, Kyoto, as I said, Nagasaki and Osaka. Osaka's on my list. Kagawa, Okayama. Yeah, obviously Hiroshima, Yamaguchi. The city of Miyazaki. Mainly, you know, sort of. I mean, Tokyo is the big place. Tokyo is obviously the place to be. That's obviously where it all happens, really. But yeah, if I can, I'd love to visit the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. I know that sounds cheesy for a 37-year-old to say, but you know, I still play Pokemon Sword. I play Pokemon Sword on Switch, and it's so nostalgic for me because it brings back memories of when I first had Pokemon Red on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. You know, with the green screen, and you know, you had the ding noise. Yeah. Yeah, you know, looking at, there's so many places in the world I want to visit though. You know, I want to visit America, I want to visit Japan, I'd love to visit the Great Wall of China. You know, I'd love to visit the Great Wall of China. I'd love to, you know, do Italy, Greece, Germany, France, Belgium, Netherlands. You know, I did for a very short time, but I never really got into it because I don't really go places. I know that sounds yeah, I never really went places to actually get the full experience, and
I just thought that it just, yeah, it just sort of lost its appeal to me, really. You know, I'm trying to think sort of positively about it, because it was a good game, but it just didn't hold much with me like the other Pokemon games. You know, Pokemon. Oh, you'd love it here. You would love it here, especially London. And I pretty much do know my way around the city. I'm pretty knowledgeable about London. Not factually, but you know, I know how to get around London without taking the tube or anything like that. You know, that does help. Interesting. Oh, don't worry, I'm just checking something out. It's okay. Just had a thought. Yeah, you would adore. I think you would absolutely love London. Because I think there's so much, you know, so much to see and do there, and I know a lot of the good. Oh, thank you, Sweet Dream. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Oh, could that have sounded in a? No, I really do honestly appreciate you joining. You know, it does mean so much to have you in your presence here in the chat. You know. Pink, hello, welcome. I've just received a message from Goody ASMR, so I'm just going to message him and let him know I'm live. I'm just going to let him know I am live, by the way. We've been messaging each other on Instagram recently, because it's easier than. For some reason, I've been having a few problems with, but we've been having to catch up because he's sort of been off the grid, as it were. So, hopefully he will be able to join us. It is always a pleasure when he joins. So, yeah, you know, no, that's the wrong thing. It's okay, I'm just... That's okay. Yeah, so, you know, just sort of talking things through and been catching up because he's been very busy in his life and everything, and I've been very busy in my life. That happens. Life happens, you know. Yeah, so... yeah, London, you know. The thing is, sometimes with London, it's not always, sometimes the best parts of London are not always the obvious tourist spots. You know, yes, I do recommend the National Gallery. Yes, I do recommend the British Museum. Yes, I do recommend the Science Museum, the Natural History Museum, the Victoria and Albert Museum. I absolutely recommend all of London's attractions. The museums, you know, going to see Buckingham Palace, you know, looking at Big Ben, you know, anything that becomes... Julie! Hello. We're just talking London. You know, down the apples and pears, the old Cockney rhyming slang. You know, weasel and stoat coat. But yeah, if you haven't been to London, you know, and you find yourself in London, I work in London. I don't live in London. I'm about 30 minutes away on the train. So if you ever found yourself in London and needed a guide, drop me a message on Twitter or Instagram. I will jump on that train like a shot, or if we organised it in advance, I could be in London to meet you at, say, you know, Trafalgar Square is always a good one to centralise. That's quite sort of easy for me to get to. But you know, I'd want to. Why pay for a guide when you can have a friend show you around the city? You know, I know my way around London. You know, I know some places that are really good that no one really thinks of going to. You know, there's places in London that people wouldn't think about visiting, and I don't mean they're bad places. It's just that they're off. You know, they're attractions that are off the tourist routes. There's a lot of, although you can't actually go inside them, there's a lot of historical buildings in London that are worth photographing that a lot of tourists miss because, you know, they don't think about visiting. In the city of London, for example, you have the remains of the Roman wall that used to surround the city. You also have the remains of churches that were bombed during the war or destroyed during the Great Fire of London. You also have historical sort of, you know, not many tourists think about going to visit St. Bartholomew's, church near St. Bartholomew's Hospital in the city. And the church itself is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a 12th century church, preserved in London, and it's the only one that still has its original archway, sort of 12th century archway that leads up to it. I don't know how often I can never remember how often it's open, but I know how to get there. It's quite a walk but if you're willing to walk, I would be your guide. Because I tend to try and avoid the tube if I can help it. Yeah, there's so much that tourists miss because they don't think. Well, no, that's not fair. It's not that they don't think to go looking for it. It's the fact that these tour companies don't actually think about going to the. It's like, for example, there's a place called Dr. Johnson's house. If you're familiar with the history, you will have heard of Dr. Samuel Johnson. He was the man who invented the dictionary. And there is actually his house is now a museum. So, you know, tours tend to, you know, guided tours around London, holiday package tours tend to miss out places like that because it's off the beaten track. The roads around there, you can't really get a coach down or anything like that. But I know how to get there by walking. As I said before, why pay for a guided tour when you can go with a friend, when you can meet a friend, go for a fun walk, you know, have a bit of chat, have a laugh, have a giggle. And obviously there's a lovely little pub that I love called Ye Old Cheshire Cheese, and it's one of London's oldest pubs. There's no TVs or jukebox in there. You just go in, it's quiet, it's in off Fleet Street, so at the weekends, because it's sort of in the city, there's no one, you know, it's not busy, it's beautiful, and they do a real good drop in there, you know, a real good pint of Samuel Smith's, and they make their own cola. The cola they sell in there is not the big brands. It's actually cola they make themselves, and it's really, really good. Julie, you saying Virginia? I'm gonna have to do an encore, aren't I? Do you want me to do an encore of what I did at the beginning of this live stream? Because I think everyone who hasn't seen it yet will love it. So give us a thumbs up if you really would love to see the encore that I have in mind for what I did at the beginning of this live stream. In all, you know, be honest now. If you want to see me make a complete fool of myself. By the way, Amanda did not manage to make me laugh. She was in the chat. She tried her hardest, but didn't come forth this evening. All right, Pink. Let's. When you give, it was a Santa thing. It was a Santa thing. Yeah, that many thumbs up does indicate. Okay. That wasn't the thing that I did. That's just me trying to find the. That's just me trying to keep the momentum going while I try to find this song. La di da di da di da. I'm just gonna silence that for a minute. I just want to make sure I don't want to click on the wrong. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Thing is, I can get my headphones underneath this. Thing is, I can't see a blooming thing. I can if I have to talk into the microphone. Hang on. If I have to talk into the microphone, you see, I can't see anything. But if I want to talk into the microphone and I want to see out the mask, I can't talk because it covers my mouth. So, here we go. Oh, no. It would help if I unmuted the internal. Would help if I unmuted the internal microphone. So here we go. Julie. Here we go.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road. memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear a voice in the morning now, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road, 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 take me home, country road.
That really, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. And Amanda wasn't even here. Amanda wasn't even here. Oh God. Yeah. I've drunk my drink. I've got to quieten down because it's gone 10 o'clock, which is when my dad normally goes to bed. And I think he's just banged on the wall, so you know I've got to try and keep the volume down. So we're going to take it down a notch and go a little bit ASMR. Let's do a little bit of whispering because you can't see me though. So let's do something I don't normally do, which is kind of ASMR, sort of. Let's live up to my username, shall we? Or perhaps just a little bit, you know. Let's just say that this is probably my most ASMR voice. It is so easy to slip into and create a perfect balance of ASMR and mystery. It is such a fun voice to perform because it is so softly spoken, and yet I know how popular this voice is because I know there are people out there who really like it, and therefore I do it for my friends
because I know they enjoy it. They enjoy it so much that they can identify it at the drop of a hat. It's probably how they would know me in the street if I suddenly started talking like this, because you would know that I am the only person who can truly do justice, the voice of Rafiq. No one else can do his voice, because it is so unique, so soft, so warming, and yet so dark and forbidding. It is a very mysterious voice. It is the voice that I consider to be my most ASMR-like voice. But of course, this is using my natural voice. Hello, Pink. I am so glad to see you. Ondarian ASMR says that you are very fond of me. Well, I personally would like to thank you for your support of his channel and my, how shall I put it, endeavors. I am so thrilled that you have taken the time to appreciate what I am capable of. I could use so many more supporters like yourself. So I have asked Ondarian ASMR when the time comes to dedicate my mini-series to you, at least for the first episode, because I am going to be telling my story only on his channel. You will, everyone, get to learn how I became the way I am and why I turned to a life of crime, and how I fell out with a man named Trajan. Oh yes, we were like brothers. We worked together on a lot of special projects. Unfortunately, he decided to go the way of the honest man, whilst I continued working for the Shadow Court. The story that I will be telling and narrating, because it will not have your regular narrator, will be how I became a member of the Shadow Court, and it will be my full backstory, set a few years before the Lord of War and Heartache as you know it began. When I say a few years, I mean many, many years. But you will be able to see how I evolved and became much more creative in my work, and how I became a favoured member of Corvus. Of course, I didn't spend any time with Corvus. I worked more closely with Orion, his second in command. People like myself did not have access to Corvus, he being the top man. He was very much unapproachable. But Orion, he was the one who taught me everything I know. And yet, I know so much more than he does. Because I am a far greater criminal than he will ever be. And you will also learn how I came to work for the vampires, how I turned my back upon the Shadow Court, because once you turn your back upon the Shadow Court, you become a marked man or woman, or person if you so prefer. I have seen what Corvus is capable of, He is dangerous, but I know how to play his games. And I know how to survive. Survival is my secret, and I will survive. Good night for now, my dear friends, for I have much to do. I shall now return you to Ondarian ASMR, who will fill you in on more details of the story. You never know. You might be invited to participate, and you may actually be able to have a proper conversation with me. If you would like to do so, then the invitation to actually work with Rafik is open to you. Imagine you actually talking and saying words in conversation with me. Is that not most exciting to think about? I shall now return you to Ondarian ASMR. So, thank you, Rafik. It's always a joy, loosely speaking, to have you here, considering you are a criminal mastermind. But yes, I would be looking for participants to help me out with the tale of Rafik, male and female. So if you're really interested in being part of that storyline, please do message me, because as Rafik tells the story, he will be sort of looking back and holding conversations with characters from his past, so people he's interacted with over the years. And yeah, if you're genuinely interested in being part of that, please do drop me a message on Twitter or Instagram, because I would love to include you in the storyline, and it's open to everybody. I can quite imagine there is one person who would really want to be part of this. Hello Jesse, thank you for joining, much appreciated. I'm sure there is one person I can think of who would absolutely wish to be involved. Whether or not they're still awake, I don't know. So yeah, drop me a message, everyone, and yeah, you could be part of the Rafik storyline, which is quite exciting. I've yet to write it or develop it, but we will start. I will start in. I've got a couple of ideas in 2022. If you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen a poll I ran the last week. That poll is serious, I will say. That is a genuine concept that's part of a future idea for Lord of War and Heartache. There will be a video coming up about it. There will be a video featuring one of my characters, well, two of my characters talking about it. Yeah, if you're 11 people voted on that poll. I will try and post a link to it actually, so you can see it for yourself if you haven't seen it. If you're not on Twitter, you won't understand what I'm talking about. I will post the link. Do have a look at it, because no pressure or anything, but I just want to hear your thoughts. and I've shut down my live stream. I'm gonna go there free. That's okay. Yep, I can see that now. Pop out chat because I like to be able to see what you're saying. The little screen on my actual software that I use for live streaming is too small, and I can't actually interact with you because it says sign in to chat. So Darian ASMR. There we go. This is I'm just on my Twitter feed. Still see what, Matt? Oh, still, yeah. No. It's not. Who's leaving? Who's leaving? No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere at all. No, what I'm saying is, I had to. I've popped out the chat so I can actually see what you're saying, because the little screen that comes on my Streamlabs thing is too small and I can't actually log into it to chat, so I use the YouTube chat screen. No, I'm not going anywhere, Jesse. I'm not going anywhere at all. Don't worry, I'm here for Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? I like to confuse you, 'cause it makes me grin. I'm a naughty man, that's the way I am. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Yeah, I made up the lyrics, but that was Welcome to My World, originally by Elvis Presley. Oh, don't worry about it, Jesse. I have that thing where I have that strange ability to confuse people. I can fuzzle people just the way I am. You have a look at, if you haven't seen it, please do have a look at the link. Absolutely no pressure or anything, it's just something I ran. It's all part of an idea I've got in 2022. If you were genuinely interested, please do contact me. As I say, no pressure or anything like that, it's just for an idea. You don't have to agree with it, it's very difficult to explain. Very, very difficult to explain. There are going to be some backup videos about it. So, as I say, there's going to be a whole video made to explain. The characters will be talking about it. So, yeah, that's that. Let's just say it's complicated. I imagine everyone's looking at it now. Everyone's looking at the poll results, wondering what's he talking about. He's gone mad. He's gone mad. He's gone mad. He's gone mad. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 dee. Yeah, I get the feeling everyone's looking at it now, wondering what I'm talking about. Dunes. We've kind
kind of had a lot of. I mean, if you know of anyone who might be interested in participating in the idea, you know, get them to contact me. Get them to drop me a line, because you know, always looking for participants in the projects. I do. I kind of have a couple of people already on board for it, so you know. Yeah, but they're not contacting me about it. That's the thing. I you know, I really want to hear from them. I really would like to hear from them. If you know, I don't really know if they're serious or not. That's the problem. I am genuinely serious about the concept because I know it works. It's succeeded 4 times in the series. You know, we've had Jodie Marie, Ermila Dolce, Exploring ASMR, and Tifa 2 ASMR. Although her video didn't actually appear in the series, but it's been successful on her channel, so I know the concept works. I absolutely know the concept works. It's just encouraging them to contact me to discuss it. That's the thing. You know, but if you know of anyone, if anyone knows of anyone who might be genuinely interested, get them to contact me on Twitter, get them to contact me on Instagram. They can contact me on this email, on my channel email. I'm just typing it in now. You know, they can contact me on that as well, because you know, I am serious about this idea. I know it can work. I can make it work. I've made it work 4 times. I'm making it work 2 more times in the academy. In fact, 3 more times, because there's 3 characters that are part of that idea in the academy. So, you know, in fact, 2 of the characters are being played by 1 ASM artist, believe it or not. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, you know, the potential is there. The true potential is there. And I am really, really, honestly, a believer that this idea will work. I mean, obviously, if people want to know what I'm talking about, they need to look at the poll. I'm not actually going to say it on camera or on the microphone. And that's not because I feel awkward about it, but I don't want to. I want people to make their own decision. I don't want to influence them. I don't want them to be pressured into anything. You know, just have a look, have a consideration, and decide for yourself. You don't have to contact me at all. You know, the freedom of choice. The thing is, I've always said with my collaboration ideas, I will never ever. I'm going to look down the camera for this, because I'm going to say this in a sincere and honest manner. Anyone watching this live stream, I will never, ever contact you about collaboration work. I very much want people to be in contact with me. You contact me, I do not contact you. That way we alleviate all the pressure of, you know, you know, I will, oh hello Dappist, I will never pressure anyone into taking a role in this series. It's purely and openly 100% personal choice, and I mean that on the highest level of respect and friendship. It would be absolutely wrong of me to become that content creator that forces people, because then no one enjoys it, no one has fun being creative. You know, it ruins it for everybody, and I am not that sort of person. I will never be that sort of person. I want people to have fun and creative. Wait, I've just seen Julie.
Are you saying you would be... hang on. Are you... I'm trying to get the words out here. Are you saying if I needed people, you would... I'm not sick of you at all. I'm not sick of you. I love working with you. You're amazing. You're one of... You know, you're... I consider you part of the Ondarian court theatre, as I now call it. You know, Yoloma, Crystal, and Raina and Jess are the mushrooms. Anyone who's involved in the Lord of War and Heartache is known as members of the Ondarian Royal Court Theatre Company. That's what I've called it. You've kind of floored me there. Are you... Look, message me, Julie. Message me, because I'm trying to get the words out. I'm not sure if you mean just for future ideas or the actual project I'm talking about. I'm a bit confused. Sorry, I shouldn't be confused. But yeah, you know, if anyone knows of anyone who is looking for something different, well, that's good that you spent 4 hours with him. That's good. That is amazing. The thing is, family comes first. That is one thing I will always say regarding my project. Family always comes first. That is very important to me. You know, if anyone has any problems or any issues that means they have to either cut back on what they're creating or, you know, they have to withdraw completely, that's fine. Family, personal life always comes first. No pressure, no, you know, anything like that. You are... Oh, thank you, Julie. You know, you are the most important people. I'm the creator. I'm the storyteller. At the end of the day, it's all about you. You are my cast. And, you know, I want to make sure I look after you. And... I'm getting sentimental here now. I take your welfare and your, you know, your mental well-being, your physical well-being very seriously. I always want to make sure that you are, as a participant, happy, comfortable and safe. I don't ever want to put you in a position where you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel happy. That's why it's called collaboration. We work together. It's a two-way street. I help you, you help me. That's the point. It's not this is not about me. This is not about my ego. I've been told on YouTube that I am what some people... not on YouTube, I beg your pardon. On Twitter, I've been told I am what some people refer to as an altruist. You know, which apparently is the complete opposite of an egotist. Well, I honestly really I don't know. I'm just who I am, really. I care about my friends. I care about you as friends. You know, without you, my channel would be nothing. Ondarian ASMR isn't just me, it's you. Ondarian is not my name, it's like a nationality. We are Ondarian. Ondar City. You know, that's what it's all about. It's nothing to do with, you know, it's not a name as in such that it's, you know, a personal thing. It's all about Ondar City is a place, you know, it's an identity. We are Ondarian. On my Patreon, you know, the one tier that I have is called Ondarian Citizen. Pink, of course, is a very welcome Ondarian citizen. If I had people on, you know, if I had membership for this channel, you know, where you click join, Ondarian citizen would be one of the levels. Then you would have Ondarian nobility, depending on the tiers. You know, level 1 would be Ondarian citizen, level 2 would be something like Ondarian. There would definitely be an Ondarian. You know, the higher the level, the more higher you would be, because you would go citizen, noble, upper noble, something like that. I'd work it all out near the time. But anyway, you know, I just, the thing is, this is me getting sentimental, and as you know, I am a pretty sentimental chap. Sorry, I just want to check something. Oh yeah, that's okay. It was just something from Goody. Good old Goody. But you know, the reason I want this channel to grow is that I can... Exactly, Dappist. Citizen would be like, you know, it would be like, citizen would be the most standard, and then, you know, tradesperson, craftsperson, building up to nobility being the highest level. It would be something like that, yeah, definitely. Because I wouldn't say shopkeep, I would say tradesperson, because that covers a whole lot of different elements, and I think that's a good way of looking at it. Obviously, I would work it all out as I go, to be honest. Yeah, you know, I kind of... I'm thinking ahead, really. I'm not jumping the gun, I'm thinking ahead. As I say, I've got my Patreon, and you know, that's doing comfortably. As I say, I've got three subscribers on there who I'm absolutely grateful for. Libby ASMR, Pink, obviously, and Brian, you know, World Bry ASMR, and you know, I am so grateful for their support, because you know, it's really why is it so difficult to talk about why is it so difficult to talk about the future of your contents and your channel, when, you know, some people just seem to... you know, people tell me how hard I work on my content, how hard I work on what I create. I just write it. I'm just the writer. You know, an idea comes into my head and I put it down on screen. I jot it down on paper. The real hard work comes from everyone who becomes involved. You know, I give them ideas and guidance and concepts to work from. They go and
put it all together and bring their characters to life. If anything, the whole channel is one collaborative effort. You know, everyone puts in their 100% effort. This channel isn't about me. It's about the story. It's never been about me. I do live streams, obviously, to fill the gaps. You know, I do a weekly live stream to keep you entertained, give you updates on everything I'm doing. But this channel isn't about it. The intention when I set it up wasn't. I'm honestly. Yes, it does, Marigold. It does now. It used to be 1,000, but they've dropped it to 500, and I'm about. I'm about 59. I'm about 59 away from gaining. Yeah, I'm at 441 subscribers, so I'm about 50. Yeah, because it hasn't always. There's something that's they haven't rolled it out across the world yet, so I don't know if I'll get it just yet. But the whole point of me always wanting my channel to grow is not. I'm not interested in fame. I'm not interested in fortune. As I've said, if my channel gets monetized, any money I make will be reinvested back into the channel. You know, it will be. I won't use it to buy houses or cars or anything like that. It will all be reinvested back into what it is meant for. You know, that's the whole point of my belief of being monetized, and you know, it helps to support my creativity. That is why I donate. I mean, you know, Jodie Marie had her 100k live stream last week, and I gave her a huge donation. I actually gave, well, I wouldn't say this because I kind of made myself, but I kind of got excited and gave her £100. I donated that amount to her channel because she deserves it. She is such an amazing content creator. I will always support channels like that. You know, you don't hit 100k that often. You don't hit 100k any other time. You only hit 100k once. You only hit 200k once and onwards. You know, you only hit these milestones once. After that, it'll be, 1,500. It won't be 500. It'll be 1,500, for example. So, to celebrate these milestones, I feel is really important. But the thing is, for me, it's with my channel, the reason I want it to grow is because I want everyone to share. That's okay, Dappist. Please do. Don't. I'm going to be here for quite a while. I've got a lot I want to say, and a lot I want to talk about because this is really important to me. And I know there are people that will not get this far in the live stream. They just think I'm rambling, and I get that I can be boring, and I'm not the most exciting of people on the planet. Some people disagree with me. Oh yes, Julie, I meant to say I did click the response on your thing about sharing on the community tab. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for chapters. As I said, chapter 16 is premiering tomorrow, and Julie is actually the dream dealer in that chapter. So I've got an incredible cast for that particular chapter, and it's going to be so much. I've watched it all the way through, and it is so much fun. It is really, really so much fun. And it's the first time I've ever made a video for it, so I'm really hoping that will, I'm really hoping that will catch people's attention. The fact that I've never actually made a video for my channel. That's okay, Pink. I'm not going anywhere. We'll just be. But I am hugely into supporting. I will help people get to their milestones. I will promote channels far bigger than me, because I believe in them. I believe in everything they create as much as I believe in my own. I'm very much about self-promotion. You know, I don't expect people to... Thank you, Marigold. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's 9 PM tomorrow night GMT, so 4 PM EST if you're on the East Coast. Where was I? Oh yeah, but the thing is, I don't expect people to, you know, I don't expect people to sort of say, oh, let's get Ondari and ASMR to that milestone, because the thing is, everyone has busy lives. They can't always be there to help. I understand that. I don't expect them to. You know, it really... You know, as I say, I am all about self-promotion. I will, you know me, I will promote my channel and my work to the hilt. I will always, you will always see something on Twitter about my channel. You will always see a link to it, or the Lord of War and Heartache playlist. You know, that, because I believe in it so much. I honestly, truthfully have faith in what I create because of the people I create it with. That is so special to me. That is honestly so truthfully special, because I had friends who never... When I was younger, I wanted to create the story. Originally it was called the Mindstorm Chronicles back when I was a teenager, and I've actually shared pieces about it on my Patreon. Anyway, you know, and no one was interested in ever bringing it to life. No one wanted to know about it or create it, or, you know, or if we did a scene, we always rehearsed the exact same damned scene, and it got so boring. It got so boring because no one was interested, and it was like they just wanted to do this one scene over and over again just to keep me shut up, you know, just to keep me quiet. And that hurts me. That hurts me so much to think that. And yet, I come into the ASMR community, a complete stranger, and I have made so many truthfully amazing friends in this whole community. You know, it means so much to me that people have taken on my ideas and embraced them, as crazy as they might sound, as strange as they might be. You know, this is a completely original storyline with and I am so passionate about it. I keep saying how passionate. I genuinely mean it. This is not... I will keep saying this to the day I, you know, meet with the maker, whoever they may be. This channel is not about me. It's about the story. It's about me working with my friends. It's about me creating something that I'm absolutely passionate about. All the ideas I have are genuine, impassioned, faithful ideas, and I believe in them. I have faith in them. And to know there are people there in this world who share that belief, who share that faith in my content, because they see my dream, they see how much I love it, how much I love the thrill of taking my imagination and bringing it to life. That means so much to me. That really does mean so much to me. And, you know, I'm a small channel. I grant you that. I am a small channel. I don't get many people at premieres, but everyone who joins you know, your presence means so much. Thank you. From the bottom of my very heart, thank you. Because having you here, to me, is a blessed event. I am so blessed by the people I know. I am so truly blessed by everyone who has entered my life in the last, you know, online and things like that. You know, I am so genuinely thrilled. Sorry, my phone buzzed. You probably didn't hear it because it's actually I'm just checking something. It's okay, someone just liked a post I made. Ooh, that's spooky. Spooky tunnel. That's a spooky looking tunnel. Sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. But genuinely, you know, and people don't need to agree with me. I respect people for who they are, what they believe, what they feel, you know, how they identify. It doesn't matter. No, let's not say it doesn't matter, because that gives the wrong impression. It makes no difference to me, because I welcome you into my world regardless. I welcome you into my project regardless of who you are or who you were or where you come from or why you are. Because listen to me, I'm repeating myself, I am rambling so much. I'm so honestly sorry for this. I'm just, you know, I honestly, no, I'm going to repeat myself again, but it's the only way. I work so hard, even though I don't believe that I do, because all the hard work is done by you, the participant. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to convey. I'm trying to convey how I honestly feel about this channel. The words don't want to come out. I'm just going around in circles saying the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm so sorry for that. Because are the words even there to describe how I truly feel about having people, even though I've never met them in person at all? I've never met any of you in person, and yet you've welcomed me into your world as I've welcomed you into mine, and that is so honestly special to me. That is something I am so grateful for. I feel so blessed that you've accepted this weird 37-year-old eccentric chap who is very well spoken. I won't deny that. Is incredibly polite to the point that some people might find it. Oh, that's okay, Marigold. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. I honestly do. I really appreciate everyone who joins. It means so much to me. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your presence. I don't know. I sometimes sort of look at myself in the mirror and I wonder who I am. And, you know, as I said, I'm a 37-year-old autistic, eccentric chap. You know, if you follow me on Twitter, you will know. Miss Chic, hello, thank you for joining. So lovely to have you here. You know, and you know,
you know, are people are people prepared for who I am, really? Because the thing is, I've said it before, I might have to go and get another drink, actually. I'm really thirsty. I do beg your pardon. I'm just going to go and get another drink. I will be back in about 2-3 minutes. Please bear with me. I'm so sorry, Miss Sheik, that you've just come in and I'm just about to go and get a drink, but I am really thirsty. I won't be long. I won't be long. Sorry, Pink. I went to get a drink. I'm quite thirsty. There's not a breath of wind here. It's really quiet here. What's the weather like where you are, Pink? Because I know you're in a slightly different part of the UK as well. Hang on, it would help if I had the camera facing me. That's for me. Yeah, sorry, I went to get a glass of Vimto.
This live stream is not sponsored by Vimto, but Vimto, if you're watching, call me. Let's talk. Silly Matthew. You silly boy, you. You silly twisted boy, you. Oh dear, it's been a long week. You've got sleet.
Bear with.
It's all calm here in the southeast. You're up in the north, aren't you, Miss Sheik? You're sort of up in the... Is it the northeast or the northwest?
Yeah, well, sleet.
You're on the south coast, though, aren't you, Pink?
I think you're on the south coast.
Oh yeah, Julie. If you're still here, Julie. Julie. That's a song. Yeah, DM me, please. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what you mean. Thank you. Yeah. So. Yeah, you're on the south coast, aren't you? Because I'm on. Oh, you're in the Midlands. Oh, okay. You're in the middle. You're in what I call Jodie country. Because Jodie Marie is in the Midlands. She's a black country girl. Whereas I can only do a Brummie accent. You know. From Birmingham. I tried to do a Liverpool accent once, but it only ever comes out as Birmingham, you know, or Dudley. I can't even do a Wolverhampton voice. It's either Birmingham or Dudley. I don't know how this sounds. It kind of goes strange when I try to do a Brummie accent, you know. Right, I better be getting along then. But I'm not even sure if it's a Stoke accent. Could it be Stoke-on-Trent? I don't know. I really don't know. I can do some accents from the UK. Hey up, me ducks. 'Tis top north in Yorkshire. Let's get down pit. Yep, it's absolutely calm and still here in the southeast, in the fair county of Kent. It was cold in London today, though. It was very cold in London. When I went out about 1 o'clock for lunch today. I had a late lunch break, and I went out for my lunchtime walk. And it was I wish I'd put a pair of gloves in my coat pocket. You know, I really wish. Oh, there's lovely Boyle. We'll keep her welcome in the valleys. You know, in fair Wales. We'll keep her welcome in the hillside. A bowl of coal and some carefully cheese. Oh, there's lovely Boyle. The Welsh don't actually say there's lovely Boyle, but you know, when you're trying to do a Welsh accent, you've got to try and put in a few of the thought of sayings in order to actually. It's like when I do voices like Maximus. I always say the one line that they opened their very first. So with Maximus, it's always "Ha, caught you prowling, didn't I?" And obviously, once I've done that line, it makes it far easier to keep that accent up. With Volkov, it's "So, tell me what the plan is." Again, and with Rafik, it's "Greetings, this is Rafik speaking." Although that technically, he's never actually started with that line, but it just helps me to keep the accent going, because otherwise, if I try and keep the accent going without those opening lines, it becomes very difficult. So it makes it a lot easier to Yeah, it's okay. You know, it makes it a lot of... Ayo, what are you talking about? I always forget you're Blummy. No, Eeyore sounds like that. Oh dear, I'm Eeyore. He probably sounds a little bit more West Country. There are various. There are accents I will never do. But British accents, you know, down the apples and pears, you know, pound your banana, £2 your pear, down your banana, £2 your pear. London market workers. What else? No, that's. Oh, hello there. I'm from the West Country. This is a Bristolian accent. Hello there, my lovers. This is I'm from Bristol. Here, don't feed the pigeons. You know, this one is more like what Maximus is, but Maximus has a much more angry and sort of violent sounding voice. Ha! Caught you prowling, didn't I? But he is kind of based on the Bristolian down to sort of Cornwall. No, Cornwall is more like your pirate accent, you know. You are, har, do, take a ship out of Plymouth O and sail round the Cape of Good Hope from Port Isaac. You are, har, or there be ghosts, them say, tell me more, cherry-nosed Cornishman. They do say as how you hears them. My mind's gone dry. That was a comedy I wrote once called My Mind's Gotten Dry, and it was going to be a silent comedy about a Cornishman who was trying to get to the pub, and it would have been interesting to have actually made it. It was a silent film, as I say, but I was going to wear a great big comedy moustache or beard, you know, artificial face fuzz. Artificial face fuzz. Yeah, so you know, it was going to be called My Mind's Gone Dry, and as I say, it was going to be a silent comedy about elderly Cornishman trying to get to the pub before closing time in order to drink his memory back into reality, as it were. And I was going to wear a huge fake moustache made of cotton wool, and I mean huge. It was going to stick out. It was going to stick out sort of right out to about here. It was going to be, hang on, let me centre that. It was going to stick out, you know, and up like Salvador Dali's moustache, you know. So it was going to be stupidly big, and you know, it didn't come to fruition like a lot of my ideas when I was a teenager, but the idea stayed with me. I've never made it, but you never know what might happen in the future. You know, sorry, my phone, every time my phone, I'm getting a lot of likes on the picture I posted up of the Lord of War and Heartache thing, so that's good. We are getting some positive feedback for the upcoming premiere tomorrow.
One moment. Something's just come up on Instagram that I think might be good, so I'm just going to try it. It's a story post that says add your channel to get more subscribers. So I'm going to try that, see what happens. Oh, thank you, Pink. I really appreciate. I truly appreciate that. You know, some people have said my voice is quite rich, and some people have said my voice is quite rich and fruity. But you know, I've actually lost the thing now that allows me to do it. Hopefully I'll find it in a sec. I'll keep searching, but some people have said my voice is quite rich and fruity, but I don't know. I think I try to be quite posh when I'm not really. I could even have a slightly sore throat, hence why my voice is sounding a little more fruity than normal. Mind you, I am drinking Vimto, which is quite fruity in itself. Oh no! That's not good. Take care and look after yourself, Miss Sheep. Don't worry at all. Be safe. Be absolutely safe. That could be the sign of a power cut. You as well, Pink. What is going on? Look, if you both need to disappear, don't worry. Oh God. That is not good. Look, if you both need to disappear, I fully understand. Be safe. There's no point in you staying on this feed if you're unable to enjoy it because of flashing lights. Do what you need to do. Please, I implore you, please be safe. You know, I don't want you to sort of feel that you know, you have to be here completely, because I wouldn't forgive myself if anything happened. I would honestly, I hold my friendship and friendships dearly and sincerely. You know, I really do hold on to that so much. You know, I will always look out for you. You all. Because you are my friends. Sorry, I'm just trying to find this thing. No, I can't find it now. When I find it, I will try. That was my phone. I beg your pardon. You see something on. Don't you just love it when you see something on? God, Avril Lavigne is so hot. Sorry, there was a. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. I'm so sorry. I am looking at my phone, but I'm trying to figure out. It's okay, I'm just. So I'm just sending a message. Oh, okay, Dappis. That's absolutely fine. Glad to hear that you that it's arrived. Sorry, I got distracted by my phone. It's not really the done thing, is it? I do apologise. Oh, good night, Miss Chic. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, please, in this weather, please be safe. I implore you, please be safe. And if you want to check in and say how it's going, please do. And that goes to everyone in the chat. Whatever happens, whatever's going on, please feel free to check in and say to me on my DMs, you know, I'm okay. I'm still, you know, because I honestly worry about my friends. I do worry about you. When I see tweets or the first thing I want to do is get on there and actually say to you, are you okay? Because I look out for my friends. I will always look out for you as a friend. You know, it's always, you know, it's always about, I've said it before, it's not about me. This channel is not about me. This is a purely, this is why I love these I ramble on, you all chat in the chat box, and you know, we're all happy, and I love that. The fact that you let me ramble on about everything and nothing. The fact that you let me ramble on about everything and nothing and carry on chatting in the box with each other is really, really, you know, that's what I want from my live streams. I want to see you socialising with each other as much as you're socialising with me. You know, I want to see you having conversations, saying, how are you, you know, have you had a good week, you know, because it's not just about me. These live streams are my way of being able to speak with you, but you communicate with others, because this is, to me, this is no different than going down the pub on a Friday night and catching up with friends. It really does mean a lot to me to have you all here, and I honestly mean that. You know, I really honestly do mean that. I'm trying to think now, because I'm losing my train. I'm losing my choo-choo of thought again. My train of thought. Choo-choo. Just out of interest, is Julie still here? Are you still here, Julie? I don't know if you are. Just wanted to check who's still here. No, okay. Just trying to think now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. My mind is melting. Vincent Price. If I'm doing a very bad Vincent Price impersonation, then that says a lot about, you know, the state of my mind.
Because it doesn't sound so much like Vincent Price. More like a strange sort of cross between Gollum. Sorry. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh yes, it finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Just very slightly mad. That's a Queen song. Let's get the lyrics up. 'Cause I think I need another sing song. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh yes. Here we go, yeah. When the outside temperature rises, and the meaning is also clear, 1001 yellow daffodils begin to dance in front of you, oh dear. Are they trying to tell you something? You're missing that one final screw. You're simply not in the pink, my dear. To be honest, you haven't got a clue. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh, it finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Oh dear.
For your messiest meals,
hang
new
on,
Ariel
what's going
Oxy,
on?
rated best on stains by which?
I don't know what happened there. But we'll mute that. I think an advert started playing. Next verse. I'm one card short of a full deck. I'm not quite the shilling. One wave short of a shipwreck. Oh. No. We'll start again. Because obviously too many adverts. Barnum. Oh, there we go. We'll start from the top. When the outside temperature rises, and the meaning is also clear, 1001 yellow daffodils beginning to dance in front of you, oh dear. Are they trying to tell you something? You're missing that one final screw. You're simply not in the pink, my dear. To be honest, you haven't got a clue. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh, it finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Oh dear. I'm one card short of a full deck. I'm not quite the shilling. One wave short of a shipwreck. I'm not my usual top billing. I'm coming down with a fever. I'm really out to sea. This kettle is boiling over. I think I'm a banana tree. Oh dear. I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. It finally happened. I'm slightly mad. I'm knitting with only one needle, unraveling fast, it's true. I'm driving only 3 wheels these days. But my dear, how about you? I'm going slightly mad. I'm going slightly mad. It finally happened. It finally happened. Oh yes, it finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Just very slightly mad. And there you have it. Oh no! I've just seen your comment. Dappist. That's not good. That is not good. Get the stamp work. Trying to sand it out after I get the stamp. There's a spot on my stamp trying to sand it out after I get the stamp working. Oh yes, yeah, please do. Please do share what you're coming up with. Sorry, I'm getting messages left, right and centre at the moment. Yeah. Sorry for that impromptu sing-song. I just couldn't think of what else to do, so I thought I'd just suddenly kick in with I'm Going Slightly Mad by Queen. Tonight, gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out. Yeah, I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time. I'm a dee like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like a diver. I'm gonna go, whoa, there's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic woman of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Anyway. Oh dear, what am I like? So hands up, who's still here? Who's still in the chat? It says there's only 2 people watching. Is that correct, or is that give us a wave if you're still here. I know that YouTube isn't always reliable on the old numbers. Do give us a wave. Sorry, I'm just... Such is the way of the world. Sometimes I just don't know what's going on. My brain just... Have you ever had that sort of moment where you're trying to do something or trying to think, and your brain just doesn't want to get in gear? You know, it just goes... You know, it feels like your mind's been blown, but not in the sense that it's been boom sort of blown, you know, where you learn something really cool or see something really cool that blows your mind. It just goes like the time I went to Switzerland as a child, and there was like this news studio in a museum, and I went up to the mic and instead of sort of pretending to be a newsreader, I just went up to the microphone and went, you know, just blew the biggest. My family just fell about. Well, the whole part of that museum just fell about laughing because I just sat there. I must have been about 8 years old. And I just sat there and I just blew a raspberry into the microphone. Years old, and that still cracks me up. I blew a Oh God. Oh dear. Well, we do have Black Friday over here in the UK, but they actually started. They're called Black Friday sales, but they usually kept online. Because we did have proper Black Friday over here once, and it really went to pot. So what companies do now, like Amazon and all that, they have Black Friday sales online, and they actually start it sort of the week before the actual Black Friday. So we get like 2 weeks of bargains, but they call it the Black Friday. They call them Black Friday deals, but it lasts for 2 weeks before Black Friday. So we sort of had the concept over here for about a year, as you know it in America, but people got. I mean, it went the way that it sometimes gets when you see it on the news in America. You know, violent. It can get violent. It did get violent, and companies went, no, we're not doing it anymore. And they said, well, we could, but we'll do it online. You know, so. You can only order Black Friday deals in the UK digitally. You can't order them. You can't actually go into a shop. And you can go into the shop and pick up your order, but you can't actually go into the shop and pick it up because people were behaving really stupidly. So the thing is, you know, what gets me is with that event is that the American shoppers get shown on the news, but our newsreaders think it's all a joke. They behave like it's a joke, but you can tell it's not. You can tell it's real anger. It's real sort of, you know, and they're like, you know, sort of, look at these silly Americans, you know, fighting in the middle of a, and they are, you know, it's all the footage of
what is wrong with, you know, everything that's wrong about Black Friday. You know, yeah, you get a lot of good bargains and everything. I've just realised I've spent a lot of time talking into the microphone, but I've been looking at the chat screen, not down the camera. So really, I've sort of not been looking at, you know, and I apologise for that. Yeah, I'm just retweeting that. Just retweeting something that Lizzie the Lestrange ASMR has just said about video games. Goody! No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm still here for a while. Yeah. So, just quickly. I mean, obviously you've just joined, Goody, but who else is still here? Just out of interest, who else is still here? I can see 3 viewers, so how are you, Goody, by the way? Thank you for your messages, sort of updating me on life, the universe and everything, as it were. Really always appreciative to hear from you. You know, we've had a bit of a good catch-up, really, haven't we? Dappist, you're obviously still here, so I don't know who the third... Well, it says there's 2 people watching on... It says on... I wonder what happens if I click sign into chat. No, it doesn't seem to want to work. Pink, you are still here, sorry. I was just trying to work out who's still here and who isn't, because YouTube is being silly and telling me there's only a you know, there's less people than there actually is. Yeah, some exciting. I've sort of filled Goody in on the details that I spoke about. There's some really exciting things coming up in Lord of War and Heartache after chapter 16. There's a few ideas I've got that will help with a few project pieces. Do you know, it's I've had a really long week. As you know, I had an endoscopy on Monday and it was really uncomfortable. I was put under, not general anaesthetic, but they did sedate me and I kind of fell asleep, and I could easily swear that the nurse must have been an ASM artist, because she was so good. Her voice, if she wasn't an ASM artist, she should have been an ASM artist. I didn't talk about this earlier because it's only just come to my mind, but I really honestly think she would make an I didn't catch her name, but she was, you know, she was amazing. She before the sedative kicked in fully, I started to panic because I could feel them beginning to insert the camera, and she actually took my hand very gently, and obviously they had gloves on. They all had gloves on and everything, you know, full PPE and everything, you know, protective gear. And she just basically gently took my hand and just kind of stroked the back of it, you know, just to help calm me, because she could see I was panicking. And that was just one of the most amazing things, because it just, you know, it just caused the panic to drain away. It really did. And yeah, I mean, it's like when there's a few things I'm discussing. There is someone I'm discussing this with, my experiences with in hospital, because I want to help them with some content. So I'm giving them as much information as I can from what I remember, from what little I do remember, or how much I do remember from my experience. Sorry, I'm just messaging Julie. Yeah, well, in December I've got a pre-op assessment to have my gallbladder. I don't know how many of you know, but I was rushed into hospital about 3 weeks ago. I spent a week in St Thomas's Hospital in London. Basically, I got an infection in my pancreas, which literally crippled me for a week. They rushed me in. The pain had started at work. I thought it was gallbladder, but they found a gallstone stuck on the MRI and the CT scan. They found a gallstone stuck in the duct between my gallbladder and my pancreas, and it had caused horrible stuff to go back into my bloodstream, which caused an infection. Long story short. Anyway, so they scheduled 2 endoscopies, one to see if the stone was still there, and if the stone was still there, it would have been a second endoscopy to remove it. Fortunately, I had the endoscopy on Monday to see if it was still there. Fortunately, it wasn't, so I haven't had to have the second endoscopy. However, when they did the CT scan and the MRI scan at the time I was rushed into hospital, they found a small perforation in my gallbladder. And what's happened is, and I can kind of feel it because it does feel tense around the area, the muscles have contracted to contain it, so they're acting like a plaster. Yes, indeed. Best of luck, indeed. So, I know. Obviously, it's to do with your back, but I fully understand what you mean regarding surgery. As I say, I've got my pre-op assessment on the 8th of December. So, I'll get that done. They'll do my weight, my height, blood pressure, things like that. But then the surgery itself could take place 1 week to 18 weeks after the pre-op. So I'm kind of hoping, having had this infection caused by the gallbladder, and the fact that the gallbladder now has a small perforation in it, it will help to accelerate the surgery. I think it will mean it will mean that I am well. I hope it would consider me to be vulnerable to infection and things like that, which means they'd want to get the gallbladder removed as quickly as possible. I hope. I kind of hope. It would be helpful, because the sooner it's done, the more I can concentrate on 100% recovery. I'm still going to have to keep my diet very limited, no red meat and no dairy, but that's not too difficult because I can eat poultry, I can eat fish, and I love poultry and I love fish, but no duck because that's red meat. I don't eat a great deal of duck anyway. So I'm just trying to sort of do the best I can with what I've got, and work with what I've got. I don't know, but regarding recovery time, it depends on if it's keyhole surgery. It could be a week. If they have to go in as organ surgery, which I'm thinking they will do, because the gallbladder has now been compromised. It could take a bit longer. When I was discharged from St Thomas's, they actually signed me off sick for 2 weeks. So I was actually, although I was walking around and being active and everything, I was signed off from work for 2 weeks, which actually did kind of help me to write. I actually did some quite creative writing for Lord of War and Heartache during that time, and I got quite a bit done. I actually did get quite a bit done, because if you saw the video that I did of Trajan, the current sort of Trajan video that I wrote and performed during my time off sick, very, very long story behind the reasoning for that video. I won't go into it here. Very, very complicated indeed. I don't think it's fair for me to say anything publicly, so it's best not to say anything at all, to be honest with you. So I'm just kind of trying to things happen in your world, don't they? And but it all depends. Yeah, recovery time all depends on whether or not it's keyhole surgery or organ removal. But I think organ removal, I could be back at work within a week, but it will be things like no heavy lifting, which I don't do. It will slow me down. I think having any organ removed will slow you down. It's wait and see, to be honest with you, really, I think, in this sense, because I really don't know what they plan to do. I will take the I must remember to take that report from St Thomas's to my pre-op, because they might want a copy of that. I'll know more after the 8th of December, because they'll be able to tell me. Yeah, good grief, is it nearly midnight in Britain here? I'm trying to sort of... I am struggling to think about what else I can say, really. I really am. It's got to that point where it's nearly midnight, I'm tired, it's been a long week. We've been going for over 3.5 hours, so I think what I'm going to do is, I honestly think I'm going to say goodnight and wish you all the very best. As I say, it's nearly midnight. I think I really want to go to bed soon, so I'm going to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm not going to wait until midnight or 10 to. I'm going to end it now, because I'm really tired. It's been a long week, and I'm struggling now. So I wish you all a marvellous, safe, restful good night. I will speak to you all in the future. If you need me, I'm not going to bed straight away. I'm going to be online for a little bit on social media. So yes, spam me. Yeah, I can't think anymore, and I need to get some bits and pieces sorted. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next week during a live stream. Obviously I'm online all the time, so you can always message me or share whatever you want to share. I wish you all a very restful good night and all the very best. And yeah, I'll see you next time on... Oh, and it's 10:02, so we will end it there. All the very best. I'll see you next week. And DM me if you need to. I'm always here for you. I'm always here for my friends. Good night. Good night. I'm trying to end the stream now. It doesn't seem to want to end. That's not good. That's awkward. That is awkward. The stream. It doesn't want to end the stream. Bear with me. I'm going to have to do a hard exit. That is embarrassing. I think my computer is crashed. There we go, Task Manager. If I end it that way, hopefully... there we go. I think that should have worked.